Now all you people, I want you to set those headphones down. Get up. I said get up off your chairs and sing it with me one time. One time. It don't cost nothing, but you feel real good. But here we go. It's the Humpday happy hour hangout. Yes, it's the Humpday happy hour hangout. Oh yes, let's all get used up at the director's garage. It's a Humpday happy hour hangout. I said it's a Humpday happy hour hangout. Let's all get drunk at the director's garage. Now all you people, wherever you are, it's a Humpday.
Okay. Well, I've got an audio. I have some audio. I have some video, and let's see what happens. Guys, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna rely on you to tell me what's going on. If any of this is going well. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Humpday Happy Hour Hangout. Here live at the director's garage. This is our third attempt to get on the air, and I'm gonna hope that we've solved whatever this issue is. I rebooted everything, so maybe I forgot to pay the internet bill. Not sure, fellas. Holy God. Caldera, we've done this before. Caldera, open back, live. Well, we're hoping that, I hope that this is coming out. So, where were we? Okay, well, I talked about what we've got going on today, folks, is a technical nightmare. Apparently, my bit rate and the upload speed just took a dump on my home system here. I've never seen that happen before. So we're restarting the show. We're going fresh. I am your host and resident idiot, Michael. Never more of an idiot than I am today. And what we've got going today is I've got an exclusive from Noble Audio. So that's hopefully this is all going to go away. And I'm not seeing any problems with the stream as of now. So let's just push forward. Okay, shall we? And I'm just going to go over what I went over before in case any of it was missed. Okay, so this has been a week of taxes, and job applications. I've done 20 job applications in just the last couple of days. It's absolutely astounding what we're going through. But what I do when I'm doing my taxes is it's a long-ass process, and I go through tons of paperwork, and I listen to music. It's given me a chance to really listen to some old music and stuff that I really like, and one of those records is going to be my recommendation of the day. And it looks like we're frozen up again. Goodness me, fellas, I don't know what to tell you. It's streaming out well. It looks like I've got a good data rate. Well, I'm going to rely on you guys in the chat. You have to let me know if things are going well or not, and I can always call it, and we can try again on Friday if this isn't working. So, I don't know who's in charge of this, but heads will roll, my friends. Heads will roll. Okay. I'm just going to keep going. Okay. Gene Fruit tells me to keep going. So that's what we're going to do. Little rattled now. But my recommendation for the week, because I listen to records, is when I'm doing my taxes, is Talk is Cheap. It's a Keith Richards album from 1988. And this was always a thin-sounding record to me, but they did a remaster in 2019 that is positively brilliant. They reworked the spatial layout of the album, enhanced the bass a lot. It was a thinner sounding record off the LP. Now it's got dynamic bass. It's a wonderful listen. So I'd encourage you to go check out Talk is Cheap by Keith Richards, but listen to that 2019 remix if you've got Qobuz or Tidal. It's available for that. Moving on, we're going to go right to my next topic, which is going to be the Noble stuff. Let's talk about the Noble stuff. Okay, so Dr. John Moulton was a visitor of this show, and I'm sorry if I'm going over some stuff we talked about earlier. It's just I don't know what made it out, and I'm just going to delete those other streams, so anybody tuning in after the fact will just go to this stream. Dr. John Moulton dropped into our live chat last week, and we've had some really fun sort of audiophile celebrities types drop into the live chat over time. And we get Brian Dietz in here regularly, the genius behind Modhouse. We've had Audeze, we've had Zach from ZMF, just people dropping in and saying hey to folks, and it's really a thrill when they do that, because these are the guys that create the stuff that we love so much. But Dr. John Moulton dropped in last week, and when he got off the air, we chatted back and forth. He told me about a few projects that he has coming on the horizon, and stuff I can't really talk about yet, but we will. And then also he sent me some photos of a brand new IEM that Noble is releasing. They debuted it at Shanghai, but very few people can get to Shanghai for their audio meetups. But they will be at CanJam Singapore coming in just a few weeks. And the name of this new IEM is called the Shogun. And I have some video, which I can go to, of this new Shogun. And I'm going to wait for this thing to recycle. It's a looped video. And as soon as it's just about a 10-second dealio, but it's kind of fun. And they do these fun little animations. I think it's his son, John's son, who does it. So here's the video. Whoops, nope, that's not the video. This is the video. That's the Shogun, folks. That's the Shogun, but it's going to recycle. Now we'll get all the cool stuff. And I can't play the audio with this because it's got some music on it. But check this out. They always do some fun animations and things. And we get some swords guys, some Shogun warriors ready to attack the audiophile world with some new designs. And there they are. There they are. Look at that design. A couple of different colors it looks like he's teasing. It's got a red and sort of a grayish blue. And let's see if I can be good on the pause here and try and get this thing to stop when we get to the actual IEM, so we can take a look at this thing. All right, there's the Shogun right there. Pretty wicked looking, three-dimensional IEM. You know, it's like there's some layers going on beneath that surface there. So really cool stuff. Now I've got some photos that I can show too. But I got to set those up for a second, and we'll get to that. But that's the premiere of the Shogun. That's the video that they're using to tease, and I think that's out on their Instagram page. But now we've got some tasty photos to show off of this Shogun, and I'm going to get to that right now. All right, here we go. All right, so this is very teasy. This is fun. Okay, so. This is the profile view of the Shogun. You can see it's got this cool tiger stripe thing going on, which I think is awesome. I mean, it's just beautiful. And but then we're going to get to this faceplate here and check this out. I mean, this thing is killer looking. I mean, this is, even for Noble, I haven't seen them do this sort of, I guess they've done this. I've seen some IEMs they did with like parts from a watch. Like they did this thing where it was like watch gears and things like that. It was very cool, but this is different. This is like next level because it's almost like a scene being done on the faceplate of this thing. Let me tell you a little bit about this IEM while we're looking at this photo. And actually, I've got one more to show you, which is of the cable. Let's back out. Here's the cable end on this thing. Sort of looks like a hilt from a samurai sword, doesn't it? I mean, pretty cool. I mean, they really took it to some interesting places. But here's some specs on this thing. 13 drivers per side. 13 of these things on each side. One dynamic driver, give you the boom down low, 6 balanced armature, 4 E-stats, and 2 bone drivers, bone conduction drivers. I like to call them bone drivers because that's the most fun thing in the world ever. But there are 2 bone drivers per side. So you're getting 26 drivers across the 2 pair. It's pretty freaking spectacular. Very impressive stuff. And this is coming very shortly. I think they go on sale probably in a couple of weeks. They said late March, I think, is when they're going to go on sale. But these things are just gorgeous little entries into the Noble family. And again, the close-up on this thing is just, whoa. God, that's so cool. You know, it's like a helmet and little Deadpool going on in the back. I love these things. I think they're fantastic looking, really things of beauty. And that's coming from Noble. Those are the new photos of the new Noble Audio Shogun. Now, he also sent me another photo, which I'm going to show off here. This is the Noble watch, and it's based on the Chronicle IEM that they came out with, and you'll see the faceplate is even the Chronicle. It's for sale. It's a titanium. It's grade 5 titanium Damascus. There's only 10 of these they're making, and it's got the same compound as the IEM, the Chronicle, on the dial. So you get so if you're really into Noble, there's 10 of these being made, and it's titanium, and he made it in consort with a watch manufacturer over there. Looks a little like a Wise to me, but I could be wrong. I didn't ask him who he collabed with on this to make the hardware for this, but it's really neat. Very nifty stuff. Beautiful watch. So that's the Noble Chronicle watch. Chronicle time makes sense, right? That's really cool. So those are the debuts I got from the little inside scoop I got from Noble. And again, I'm sorry for all the delays in today. Apparently we had some internet problems. It is raining in LA, and LA ain't used to rain, folks, and when it rains, all hell breaks loose. So yeah, they did. Noble did that watch up, and I'm excited. It's really cool that John wants us to see this stuff before other folks get to see it. And for this community and you guys out there, I think it's a pretty cool proposition. So we're back live, and everything seems to be working and holding for now. So we're just gonna hope for the best here and keep pushing forward. Oh my, what a day though, what a day. I'll get to some chat, and then we're going to take a look at some stuff that Neil Snyder sent over. Neil sent us a couple of tasty photos. We're going to get into those in just a few minutes. Very cool though. Get into the chat. I entered into the chat, not looking good, my friends. Did I forget to pay my internet bill? So I think we've gotten rid of the freezing and all the nastiness, and boy, I'm gonna need a drink after this one. Cheers, everybody. All right. So we did freeze again, and then it unfroze. So I'm just going to go forward. It says excellent connection. Everything's looking good. Timothy Egan, thank you for reporting in. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with me. Jonathan, and Jonathan, thanks again for those photos you sent a couple weeks back. Those were amazing, my friend. Just killer stuff. If you didn't miss that live stream, holy God. Jonathan's jamming. He's showed off his Raleigh Manus 1995 and his Caldera closed custom. Was that it? No, it was the Atrium custom, I think it was. Anyway, really beautiful headphones, and then some of the gear that Jonathan is digging right now. Very cool stuff. Jonathan's on the show. Simon rattled. It's weird when things start going kaflooey. You're like, where was I? What was I talking about? Can I just restart? And sometimes it's better to just log off, shut everything down, come back in, and give it a second try, folks. So my apologies if for the hiccups in the earlier streams. Don't have much control over it, fellas. All I can do is tech it out as best I can. Remember seeing pictures of the cable, which looked like a samurai sword. Yeah, and that was that cable that he sent me the photo of, and it looks like, it does look like a sword, doesn't it, guys? Doesn't that look like a samurai sword hilt? Like this would be wrapped in like twine or something, but they did a really neat approximation of that. And I like even the cable's is carrying some of the theme over, which is really pretty. Really nifty looking IEM, man. Nifty looking IEM. And even the side case, the plates are always independent from the rest of the housing on these IEMs. So they have to do something clever. Noble just figures stuff out, how to make it extra cool, the extra cool factor. These are going to go for $3,900. This is a flagship product, fellas. So they're not the cheapest in the world, but you're getting a lot of tech in that. 13 drivers, 2 bone conduction drivers, bone drivers per side, 4 E-stats, 6 balanced armatures, 1 dynamic driver per side. Total of 13, 26 drivers in all. Woo! Man, they're firing fastballs over there. Do they have noble gases in them? They might. You can get yourself some neon. I think neon is a noble gas. Mitsubishi. Oh, so good. I remember seeing pictures of the cable, which looked like the sword. Very good looking. Kind of reminds me of the Macbeth. It does. It does have sort of Macbeth vibes to it in a way. Of course, the Macbeth is more, European in the design approach, and then this is more Asian, decidedly. So yes, Neil, the price on the Shogun is going to be $3,900. So not the cheapest thing in the world, but again, you're getting a lot of tech in there. You're getting a lot of value for that. So do with that what you will, fellas, but I'd love to hear them sometime. And they've also, last week we talked about that the Gen 5, I think it was called the Gen 5, the wireless IEM. I want to get a pair of those, man. Big time. Just a fan of Noble. I think they do really fun stuff over there. But I'm a fan of a lot of different companies too. ZMF and Empire Ears and all those guys are just doing phenomenal stuff. Elysium Audio. And then don't count out, I always talk up the Chi-Fi stuff, because some of those Chi-Fi products are quite amazing. Especially the stuff you can get on Music Tech. The Mest Unique Melody stuff, oh my God, that stuff is incredible. And then the cheaper stuff is fantastic too. Moondrop and 7 Hertz and some of these companies, the Linsol companies, Thieaudio, whatever it is, they do amazing IEMs too. So it's so much. The IEM space is so rich. It's actually complicated. It's a really tough area. You're best off just finding something you like and going with it, because keeping up on that side the drivers and solid state drivers, and they've got all this stuff now, and you just know it's a matter of time before they start combining the XMEM technology with the other technologies to produce another super IEM on top of it. It's really crazy. Yes, Noble Watch. I believe that watch is available on the Music Tech website, MUSICKTEK. Is that right? I'll look it up, guys. I'll look it up. We'll go to a web page here, and I'll see if I can find it. Okay. So let's go over here to the laptop. Let's see if it's got it. Noble Watch. Yeah, there it is. It's out of stock right now. $3,000. I don't have any details on this watch. Let's see if there's anything down here. Grade 5. I mean, it's a Miyota 9015 movement. 24 jewels, sapphire crystal, titanium Damascus, the same used to build the Chronicle. So there you go. Very cool. Only making 10 of them, but very, very, very nifty looking watch. Catches the light. Get those cool dial vibes in there. Not cheap either, but you know, when you're doing custom stuff, it's never going to be cheap. Never going to be cheap. Kevin Jock, hi fellas. Kevin, thanks for joining us. I'm glad you joined us now and not earlier. Whoa, boys, we had 2 rough starts. I started the stream twice. Sometimes it's just better to do a redo. So I'm going to delete those 2 earlier streams. There's just so nobody gets confused. And again, I apologize for the trouble early on. Kevin wants to buy a tungsten, but really wants a custom color. Is that something that he'll be able to buy at some point? I think if Ryan is back in the house, yes, he will do a custom for you if you ask him nicely. You're gonna wait for it. I mean, that's the thing. It takes him a while to do those things. But yes, I believe he has some custom colors available for the tungsten. That'll be, yeah, just talk to him. He's a great guy too. Great guy. Salt of the earth, really gets it, loves the hobby, building his passion headphone. Can't go wrong with that. Neil wants to know if a Sonor optical Rendu will sound better than using his Rune server. Sonic Transport. That's a question for other folks. I'm not that deep into Rune. I just run it on my Mac, and then that feeds the rest of the system. I wonder if having the audio system up confused it too. Confused my stream rate. You know, all this stuff is talking over Ethernet. I mean, I've got a gig Ethernet in here. Do I need to go 10 gig? Is that the thing? I've been looking into some storage for the Director's Garage office. I'm going to need a network attached storage solution here sometime in the future. And if you make network attached storage, hit me up, guys. We'll make a deal. Sponsored by Drive-O-Raid. The Director's Garage, brought to you by Sapphire. Sapphire Solutions. Buy them wherever you get your storage. For the anal retentive. Okay. Too bad, man. Oh man. But yes, I'm actually been looking into that. I've been slowly sort of doing some tweaks to this Mac while I had some downtime. The 4K project I spit out, that documentary that I threw a link to somewhere. Did I show that off? Did I send that out to you? I don't remember. It's in my it's in my community page. If you go to the community page, there's a link to the doc. Anyway, that was done in 4K, and a lot of high frame rate shooting in that. and it really stressed the system out, and it showed me where a lot of weaknesses are in this setup. And if I ever have the intent of going 4K, and I don't know that I do, I don't know that I need it for this show. It seems like overkill. You know, creating big file sizes for what reason? I'm not sure. I question that. In fact, I used to troll Marquez Brownlee because he'd said, oh, we're shooting an 8 and 12K now, and I'm like, your people hate you. They won't tell you they hate you, but they hate you because you are just burning storage for talking head stuff on camera. There's no good reason to shoot anything in 8K. If you're having framing problems and you want to have 8K to reframe your shots, boys, if you shoot something this big and you're sending it out this big, you get to crop the image if you want, or you can squeeze it down. And I'm like, you just have bad cameramen who can't frame a shot then if you need 8K to reframe every shot. But the file sizes all get bigger. So I've debated about it. And I thought maybe for the live stream, after working in 4K, I thought there are advantages to this. The picture does look remarkably better in 4K. So I thought maybe I'll toy with the idea of doing that, but that's going to be, unfortunately, it's a $2,000 upgrade just for the switcher, which is what lets me cut between the laptop, the desktop, and all of that, because I have an HD switcher, and that's got to become a 4K switcher for me to be able to do that. They make them now. They weren't making them cheaply for a long time. Now you can get them, but it requires some work. So, I thought about it, but it's going to be an investment in the system, and when I'm out of work, I'm like, I can't even talk about it. I still owe 2/3 of an amp to Mr. Ray Samuels, and you know, I need to make money. Should have some money coming in soon from some projects I did in the last couple of months, but hoping for that. But the rune stuff, Neil, back on your point. The rune stuff is, I just use my computer and do that. All right. Okay.